Hey everybody, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. Welcome back to my rapid fire for all the movies that I saw in June. Let's get started. A giant mako shark terrorizes Paris on the eve of a big triathlon. A marine biologist familiar with the shark must stop it from killing any more people. It's really derivative. Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, 1 and 2, and it's dumb. If you've seen Jaws, then you've pretty much seen this. Big ol' shark kills people, the big politician won't help because of a big event, and wouldn't you know it, people die at the big event. The acting is fine from the main cast, but when so many are insufferably stupid, it was hard to enjoy myself, even when they inevitably die. And they were activist characters too. Some action scenes are pretty good, particularly when the activists get slaughtered, as well as the climactic triathlon massacre. Even the ending was refreshingly bleak, so it's not all bad. Is this related to the I poop in the scene on June 23 thing? Weird coincidence. My honest rating for Under Paris, a 3 out of 5.
Vous leur dites juste la vérité, qu'il y a un requin dans la Seine, c'est tout.
Bon, écoutez, on va calmer un peu.
Non mais
les
vous
émotions.
comprenez ce qui se passe? Il y en a des dizaines, bientôt des centaines. Il faut juste tout annuler, c'est pas compliqué, putain.
An old woman is scammed out of $10,000. Inspired by Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, she decides to get her money back from the scammers. It's really freaking cute, and I had a great time with it. Did Tom Cruise shadow produce this movie? Because I wasn't kidding about the Mission Impossible inspiration. Don't lie, IMDb, I know the truth. But for real, June Squibb is adorable and owns this movie. What had me fully sold on this was how it's treated like an action movie, but with the obvious physical limitations of the leads, which had me smiling from ear to ear. But there's a lot of heart to it. The realities of aging, the relationship between Thelma and her grandson. There's a whole lot to love in this. Maybe the movie pads itself out by putting a little too much focus on the grandson's problems, but no biggie. If y'all have a grandmother that's still kicking it, drag her out to see this. You're gonna have fun. My honest rating for Thelma, a strong 4 out of 5.
We all have our good days and our bad days.
And what's today?
We'll find out.
Sex robots have gone haywire and killed their owners. Agents Batu and his new partner are tasked with figuring out why and who's doing it. It's the 20th anniversary and AMC was doing a screening of it. I liked it, but it is a bit pretentious. Half the dialogue is just these characters constantly quoting people, which got stale really quickly. And I was begging for them to just talk normal. Also, and this could be my own fault more than anything, but I could barely follow the reasons why anything was happening by the end of it. Even reading the plot on Wikipedia barely helped me. The animation style took some getting used to, as hand-drawn mixed with CG isn't something I always agree with, but I did get over it. But when it's blended well, it's freaky and gorgeous. The atmosphere, perfect. I liked it more than I didn't, despite my bitching. It ain't perfect, but it's still worth a watch. My honest rating for Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence, a strong 3 out of 5.
Terrorism is a possible motive in this case. We need to determine if Section 9 needs to get involved in it or not.
Russell Crowe is a troubled actor looking to make a comeback in a horror movie. However, he becomes possessed by a demon, killing the cast. Russell and exorcism movies really don't mix, and this might be the worst one yet. There is no exorcism until the end of the movie. The rest of the movie is trying to be psychological, playing into Crowe's deteriorating mental health. Like, is he possessed or is it alcohol and drugs again? This could have worked if the damn thing didn't give it away at the very beginning by killing Nathan Petrelli and giving Crowe demonic blind eyes. Even David Hyde Pierce's priest is a tonal whiplash as he's all sarcastic and shit. And doesn't really believe in God? I'm sorry, what the fuck? I wish I could compliment the cast, but their talents are woefully wasted on this garbage script. All right, out of the way. No, you stay where you are. This is going to the hot place. My honest rating for The Exorcism, a 1 out of 5.
So you're blacking out again? What is it this time?
This is something else.
Set between the late 60s, early 70s, Jodie Comer recounts her relationship to Austin Butler and his affiliation to a notorious biker gang. It's good, in the moment. It kind of hinges on whether or not you think Jodie is cute and Tom Hardy is cool. Jodie steals the show for me as she rocks that Midwestern accent and talks so fast. As the audience's window into the Vandals' culture, it's easy to understand why someone would be intimidated by them and yet find them to have a rugged respectability and grow to like them for who they are. The problem is, despite enjoying the film as a whole, watching the rise and fall of this gang, by the time the movie ended, I didn't know what I watched, and I didn't really care. It was a weird sensation, and I promptly moved on with my night. It's all about the performances. Plenty to like, but not one to remember. My honest rating for The BIKERIDERS, a 4 out of 5.
We gotta go.
Nah, we don't. They're scared of us.
A terminally ill Lupita Nyong'o survives the invasion of aliens that attack sound and teams up with a dude to get a slice of pizza. It's alright, like the movies before it. Great idea, but it just never does anything smart with it. Give these movies credit, the acting is never bad, and the CG is always top-notch, giving a proper threat factor to the aliens. But there is so much that I didn't like. You're meaning to tell me that cat never makes a peep, never meows or hisses? Fuck off. I get why Nyong'o risks her life to save that cat, kind of, but the other dude, fuck off. So many ways to survive encounters with the aliens, but everyone makes dumb decisions, all to make some action happen. Don't get me started on the mass migration to the boat scene. I was clawing at my skull. There are sweet moments in the final act, but it's such a meh movie. I don't care for it, but fans of this franchise are not going to care what I have to say, so have at it. My honest rating for A Quiet Place Day 1, a week 3 out of 5. A biopic about the life and times of Italian rock star Gianna Nannini. Have you seen a movie about rock stars? Then you've seen this, and that's not a good thing. It hits all the tropes and cliches you expect. A young musician wants to be a big star. It takes a minute because no one gets her. But someone gives her that chance, rises to stardom, gets hooked on drugs and alcohol, but cleans up her act with the help of family and romance. And just when exactly did you roll your eyes? I knew exactly what this movie was the moment it started. Some of this could be forgiven if Gianna was at all likable, but she's obnoxious, constantly confrontational, and a pretentious attitude. Thankfully, star Letizia Toni does have screen presence to power through the subpar writing. These movies are a chore to sit through even on the best of days, and I recommend this one even less. My honest rating for Beautiful Rebel, a week 3 out of 5.
Ho portato un pezzo, si chiama Morta per autoprocurato aborto.
E che c'entra il tuo pezzo? D'ora in poi le canzoni te le troviamo noi.
Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that like or dislike button. All engagement is welcome. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, stay safe and healthy out there, and hope to see you soon.